And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the USC Trojans offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Trojans are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Wants to throw on third down. Quick strike complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The Trojans come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Might be calling a hot route. Fires to the wideout. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Keeps looking downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Fires left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. And the Golden Bears decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Breaks the tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
The Trojans will punt this one away.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but I hate the play call there. It's 3rd and long. You're in your own end of the field. That's a play. You got to throw it. You got to trust someone to make a catch and go make a play. You're trying to catch the defense off guard. Nobody falls for it. It's just a bad.
Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Connection to the right. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying the left side. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Got his man down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option to give. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
3rd and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on 3rd and long and get tackled and run the punt unit on.
Looking for more room. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And the Trojans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Brings it inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Golden Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Swings it out to the flat.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'd love to put a long start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Golden Bears have pushed it inside the 20. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Powers through. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes a grab deep. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll off one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And here he comes out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to...
Breaks into the open. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Trojans getting set on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation in the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Looking for a deep man. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
They'll take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab right down the middle.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he...
There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff to the single running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. The Golden Bears line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Golden Bears back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Hits him with a stiff arm. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown run.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. He might want another play. Sends it back in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Hauls it in on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Man, what a sweet dime that last pass was. The Trojans always seem to have a quarterback who can make you pay in the secondary. Grabs it inside the 15. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here's the return from inside his 10. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. They'll leave it with the lone back. Plows through the defense.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our...
Oh, he's got some space. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. Running into the open space. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Golden Bears with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's got it on the move. Touchdown USC. A great catch and run for 6. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently, does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The clock winds down with a 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cal!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
42, USC, 32.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Firing to the right, complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the change. Offense up tempo. From the gun. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Into the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catches of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you